Hey, Aries. Welcome back for another weekly reading. I'm happy to be here with you guys. Got some really cool messages coming out. They give me specific decks to use, and I do that because there's always something specific in that deck that they want you to see or hear. So we're going to grab and get into those decks in a second. This is where they want me to start. So let's do it, Aries. What's going on with your energy, huh? Okay. Something where you don't feel like you're very safe right now, like maybe a little vulnerable or exposed, something new that you're starting, or it could be something that you're ending. They want you to know whatever it is you're going through, this ending and transition to a beginning, you're very protected in this. It's the feelings of unsafety that are coming up, but you are actually extremely safe and protected. So as you continue along on your journey, they're letting you know, you're not going to be somebody that's going to be afraid of hardships. Maybe you are somebody who had a difficult time dealing with hardships and you like to escape. But what they're coming out with now is they're letting you know that you're confronting your challenges with courage. So even though something like all this fire that he's breathing, all of this fire, and even though it feels like something bad's going to happen, it's not. It's actually you dismantling that old timeline so that you can move on to feel freer. That's exactly it. That's all they wanted from this. Someone's coming towards you to offer commitment. I just heard, hold on. I just heard somebody's catching the commitment bug, and it feels like you, Aries. It does. And it doesn't mean just in relationships. I'm hearing commitment, like you just like fully committing to a dream, to an idea, to a project, to something that you want to see in your future, committing to letting go of something about your commitment that was being tested. It's like now's the time, it's ripe and ready, and you are going to find yourself being highly successful in this last leg here. I gotta switch this light. Hold on. Light is bothering me. I don't know. That seems way too blue for me. Sorry. Yeah, we'll just go with that. All right. So let me jump in. I'm going to go ahead and jump into the money deck. Actually, they want me to jump into this deck. Yeah, I could feel them trying to flick it out. And I put it back and they did it. Okay. So you facing these challenges is what's actually helping you open up your heart. All right. They're also... So you're somebody who's going through, Aries. You're somebody who is either going through or about to go through a series of emotional events where you are facing your challenges, and it feels difficult because it's like you're navigating through something in a different way, so you feel uncomfortable, uneasy about it, but they want you to know what you're doing is actually you're doing it the right way, where a lot of strength and courage has been displayed through you because of the way you're handling something. They want you to remember to open up your heart. Yeah, all of these challenges have kind of closed your heart off. Like the valve is like pinched shut. It's time to open that valve. Because you're in a position now where the transition is happening. You're safe to move. But you are going to feel, they want you to know you're going to go through a period of time where you're going to feel, I feel like this, I feel like this came up in your reading last week, Aries. Where you're going to go through, like, I said it was something like 3 days. Maybe it was Taurus or Gemini, but it was right when I did yours. Where you're going to go through this period of about 3 days where you're feeling guilt, you're feeling shame, you're getting all of those negative emotions out of your body. They don't want you equating your worth with these feelings. They are literally coming out. It's like you're cleaning out your closet. It's coming up for release. It's coming out of your body to make room for the love, to make room for the fun, to make room for people you can trust. And they want you to know that. It's like they're kind of preparing you to know that. It's like they're letting you know when you feel this, we want you to know this is normal. Do not run from it. Do not try to escape from it. Do not identify with it as your identity, okay? Do not identify with it as it being your worth. They don't want you doing that. They just want you to feel those emotions, to get them out of the way, to help with a little bit of the crazy that's been going on, all right? Okay. I am in love with you all right? Okay, this is amazing. This is a little pig, and I'm getting a couple messages here. One, watch what you're eating, okay? Watch what you're eating. Make sure. I'm also hearing something about cleaning your house, like really giving it a declutter so that you can find things easily and not spend so much time searching for them. On the other foot, I'm hearing with this pig is use your mind wisely, because that I have a deck of animal oracle cards, and their pig spirit, I believe it says use your mind wisely, and the pig has wings. It's they want you to use your thoughts to your benefit, not your detriment. You're not realizing how negative your thoughts are, and that's why they keep pulling up these creative ideas, because when you get into that creative flow and you start working on little hobbies or whatever it is that you have going on, projects of any nature, it's taking you out of that energy, and it's showing your body another emotional set point that you can live at. And that's why that creative energy needs to be expressed. It's not because you need to do this to get to the next thing. It's because it puts you in the vibrational atmosphere you need to be in to manifest what you want. Pay attention to your dreams. Now, I have mountains here. It's a little thing with mountains and trees. So I want to get some tarot to clarify what this mountain and trees is. Okay. You need rest. I mean, look at this. Your mind is not getting enough rest. This came out sideways with justice in reverse. So your mind needs some rest. Maybe you possibly need to get away at some type of cabin in the woods, or being in nature. Very is the key. All right. You're going to be, somebody's taking, oh, I just heard this. Somebody's taking a trip to somewhere like where there's waterfalls and maybe some cabins that you can, yeah, you're going to be taking a trip maybe somewhere where there's going to be mountains. And that is specific, I know. Let's see what these say. Okay, I have Capricorn and the number 5 and the South Node. So maybe this could be specific, but you could have your South Node in the 5th house and Capricorn. That's relationships. Change. There's a change in your relationships. Yeah, now I have Cancer and Neptune and 12. So there's a change in your relationships. The key to you receiving your heart's desire is being given to you in your dream state. Even when you're daydreaming, stop and think about what you were thinking about. Someone's taking a trip to somewhere by like lakes and mountains, and maybe this is a confirmation that you needed to hear to know that you're doing that. All right, so grab these. Okay. They don't want that reverse. Okay, someone here, your finances are taking a giant leap forward, and it's to do with your spirituality. Maybe you're somebody who's like a spiritual advisor, a healer, tarot reader, or anything, anything in that spiritual realm. You are being called to apply fairness and tact to a difficult situation. So whatever situation you've been going through where you're like taking one step forward and two steps back, they're wanting you to know, they want you to look at it from this a higher perspective, a spiritual component, and find a way to make amends or make things fair for all involved. That's going to help you push forward in your career. It's something about, you think, it's like you get started and you take this giant leap forward, and then you have a setback, and then you get setback. Consistency is going to be your best friend. Just Google consistency, YouTube consistency. Look up people that you know are consistent and kind of adopt their behaviors, what you see of them. It's going to help you become successful in something that you want to achieve. You want me to use these? I just heard dress to impress. They really pushed this entire thing out. They got to be joking. I'm going to read this like a story because they're telling me. Yeah. All right. Some of you, you found yourself in a toxic work environment. Maybe you're struggling financially. You have a lot of debt. You aren't getting approved for loans to help you out of this sticky situation. They're wanting you to know that change is afoot, and the change happens with this last spread. What I had said to you about this last spread here. Okay. It's going to take you applying diplomacy in some type of situation where it's been a little rough. Being fair is what I'm hearing. Being fair for all involved. So if you feel like something or someone is getting in your way of your success and it's causing you to kind of stay in this setback energy where you're staying stuck with debt, things, loans are getting denied, your work isn't what you really like. The changes can, and then possible job loss for some of you. All right. This is divinely guided. This is meant to happen. This is not 333. This was meant to happen. They want you to stop beating yourself up for someone here who, God was taking you out of this. And although you were struggling and you wanted to get loans and you were trying to hold on to this toxic environment, God had to take you out of this environment. And then now they're putting you in this position where they want you to start doing something from home. Could have started during COVID. They want you to do something from home. Okay, you're going to be allowed. You're going to be able to have more time and more freedom to relax, enjoy yourself. They do want you to dress to impress. There's something about a job coming down the pike for you. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look at some more cards and see about this job, because they're telling you what you went from and that it was divinely guided to lose a job, and now they're telling you, that you were meant to work from home. You were meant to start off on your own. You were meant to have more freedom. You were meant to look into other avenues of earning income besides working a 9 to 5. This is something that they've been wanting you to do. So, okay. You may find out you're somebody that's able to make multiple streams of income off of odd jobs, make it easy. And while you're working, like you can work odd jobs while you're focusing on your life purpose, whatever it is, okay? And then with this mechanic card, it could be that maybe you are a mechanic or going to be a mechanic and own your own shop, but they are pointing to ownership, business ownership. And this card also says, mend what needs mending. It might be broke, but it's not all lost. So whatever didn't work out in the past as far as career, it's not, they don't want you to look at it like it's over. All right. There's ways to mend what you went through in some type of career opportunity or experience. They want you to know that it's going to come back around and something can be mended and made better. That's good. That's really good. I'm sitting here thinking about it and I'm not talking about it. It's really good that God has given you, like Source is giving you the play-by-play of, why they did what they did, why you went through what you went through. Somebody can be pregnant around wintertime. Oh, this is a surprise pregnancy. You're not expecting this. Woo! But I feel like you're going to be happy about it. I'm not getting, you're going to be happy about whoever this is for. You're going to be happy about it. You weren't expecting it. Maybe you were trying and then you decided to give up and now all of a sudden you get pregnant type of energy. But just know that, I don't know, I feel like it's somebody that's been told they're going to have a baby or wanting to have a baby. Okay. This is somebody that you've been with in the past. Maybe they had options and they ghosted you, but yeah, they had options and they ghosted you, but now all of a sudden it's like you're pulling on their heartstrings and you can expect a surprise visit. And this is like they're going through a big emotional transformation throughout this year. And something is made, something's mended by wintertime and there's a surprise pregnancy for someone. So let's see. With the world at the bottom. You are going, you're not going through just one change here, Aries. You're going through multiple endings and beginnings. So this is career, um this is career and finance. This is also, I'm hearing your physical body's going through an upgrade, and I'm also hearing your love, the love in your life is being upgraded as well. So you got tired of taking somebody's cup that left you feeling betrayed and hurt. You would look at this cup. You would look at this cup and it was glowing and it was beautiful and you would end up taking in the cup. You were hesitant. It's like each time you got burned, you became more hesitant to taking this cup. And then it's so many, it's like this is the end. So many bad things that happen that you finally, it's like you got the Wheel of Fortune, the World, and the Six of Swords. These are three cards of travel and publicity. So whatever this situation was where somebody was offering you something that really just left you feeling hurt, this has ended. This cycle has ended. You are clear and free to move on from this cycle, and they want you to start with the creativity is your transition into the new, into look at this. Whatever you went through, it actually set you up to receive this success, this emperor, this opportunity. It could be with the Pisces. Yeah, collaboration and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you go from the 3 to the 10, so 31 can be significant. So that could be letters C, L, U, A, J, S, right? So let's see. You're being given clues. This whole reading is about giving you clues on what step to take next so that you can receive this stability, happy home life, happy work life, things just like, you know, the wheel is greased. Things are working well and going smoothly. So don't give up doing what you're doing. What they want you to do is just shift your energy from the stress and the challenge to the creativity, because that's what helps conquer the challenge. Okay? I love you, Aries. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.